Hello, and welcome to another episode. Say nah. Y'all ready?
Tyrone Biggles.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Grae Area podcast.
Yes, sir.
I am Shakoya D, and I have here with me, who wants to go first?
It's your boy Damani. Me and Breeze.
And, yeah, this is a podcast about whatever we feel like talking about. And, yeah, life, love, the pursuit of happiness, joy, music, mostly music, life.
Mostly life.
I was going to say that, mostly life. But, yeah, so, hey, guys.
What's up? What's up?
Y'all seem a little tired today.
Tired.
What's tired?
You tell me. All right, let's
I am
talk.
a little tired.
Oh, okay.
Still waking up, but it's cool. It's cool.
No, all right.
It's 3 o'clock somewhere.
In the morning or in the afternoon?
It's 3 o'clock somewhere.
All right, so what are we talking about today, guys?
I mean, the topic that we picked out of the hat today. I mean, it wasn't being bored with. Oh, it wasn't being bored with rap, but I guess we could just change it to being bored with music in general.
Okay.
Do you guys still have the same level of excitement for like music from other people, or when it comes out, or is it like not the same as when you were younger?
It depends on who it is. When I was younger, the only person I was actually excited for music from was probably Wayne and Chris Brown. Trey Songz, probably, that's it. Like, excited, like, oh, yeah, I got something here. Now it's just like, I'll be excited for Kendrick now. Like, right now, I'm excited for Kendrick.
Like, actually, right in this moment.
Now, like, I'm going to go listen to it.
I feel like I'm not as excited as I was when I was younger. Like, same thing. I'm excited for certain artists, and I was excited back then for certain artists. But I don't always go and listen to the stuff right away now. Like, I used to be like, oh, yeah, this just dropped. We got to go ahead and listen to it. But now I be like, I don't feel like it yet. I want to work on some of my own. Like, I be trying to work on my own stuff, so I'll be like, I'll listen to that later. I'm excited. A certain part of me is excited still, but for the most part, it'd be like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, I feel that. I think it's the same for me. Like, I think there's a few artists, like y'all said, that I have like, all right, like the project is coming out, I'll definitely peep it. But even when I'm like with some of those artists, like I'll listen to it, and it doesn't last me for nearly as long as it used to. Like I used to, if it was an artist I really rock with, I'll be listening to it for like weeks, maybe a few months, and then before I get actually bored with it. Now it's like okay, cool, I'll listen to it for that day, for those maybe like 2-3 days, and then I'm kind of like,
Like, I'm good.
At least from the artists that I grew up listening to. Like, I don't think a lot of the albums, they don't stick with me like they used to. And it could just be because we're in a different, like, time in our life or whatever. But, like, back then, it was like when somebody dropped the album, it was an event. Like,
I don't think music stick now anyway. Like, it's like good for a week. And then after that, it's like, let me go back to the old. It's like a couple songs can make it into the rotation, but a whole album. The only albums that I go back and listen to that dropped like this year, probably her, Jasmine Sullivan, Young Blue. That's it.
So why do y'all think music doesn't resonate with you as it did before?
Oh, it be resonating, but
why doesn't it stick with you like it did before?
I mean, that's a good question. I think it just depends on, well, I guess in general, it doesn't stick. One, because I feel like we're getting like bombarded with so much music, and then like two, I don't know. It doesn't feel as like as big of an event, and it could just be like when I was younger, it was like more so about like me listening to people, and it was like I was like more finding myself in
the music.
In the music, like not now, it's not necessarily the same with everybody. It's like now I'm listening to stuff. Okay, cool. What is this? And it's like, or somebody sent it to me, like, yo, this is fire. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. But I haven't listened to I haven't gotten like super invested in a project in a very long time. Like, I mean, I like Jasmine's project was fire. Who else came out this year that I liked? Thames was fire. Yeah. That was probably the last one that I was like, I liked it because it felt different. It felt like I never heard it before, and I think maybe that's what it is now. Where people was like, I'm looking for stuff that I haven't heard before because a lot of people are making the exact same stuff.
Yeah, everything sounds the same. Like I clicked on some hashtag and I was just scrolling, and everything sounded like, even down to how it was like mixed and like like the auto tune that was used, it was the exact same
stuff,
same flow, same sound, same type of beat, same video, talking about the same stuff. And I'll be listening, I'll be like, it's not even my life. Like I be needing something that I could be like, oh, that's okay. Like I need the picture in my head. Like I be wanting to be taken on a journey. But it's like, y'all not even living like this, man. And I'm not, even if you are, I'm not living like how y'all talking, so I don't really want to listen to this. And then sometimes I'll be like, this is how I know I'm getting old. I'll be listening to people and I'll be like, that might be a little too negative for me right now.
It's like, ooh, I don't like how that felt. We're the happy ending at the end.
So I was going to say that, though. It's a lot of, like, darker, it's weird because I like heartbreak songs and stuff like that, but like certain stuff I'd be like, I'm not even in this mental space.
It gotta be put a certain way.
Right. Like, I still need it to be a good vibe. I don't need to come out of this depressed.
Just like the day that I met you. I didn't even know that song was making me sad until I was listening to it like every day, and then I just started feeling like, dang, what's going on? And I realized it was the song. I was sad. I was like, let me switch it up.
Yeah, but I feel like R&B right now is like it's sad. Like just in general, like, and I mean that's part of what like Summer Walker stuff coming out. Like it's a super sad vibe. Whether it's Summer, whether it's Brent, whether it's like even her to some degree. Her has a lot of.
Her is like kind of like.
Her stuff is dark.
She has a darker sound.
Yeah, her stuff is definitely dark. She has moments of making it happy though. Like that's where it's like her stuff is a little different, but for the most part people love the moody stuff, like the moody darker stuff, and it's like I appreciate that. Like I appreciate some of it, but it don't be all the time. And it's like it got to be like an amazing project for me to want to listen to it that much.
But I feel like that's why Jasmine Sullivan's album was such like a breath of fresh air, because it wasn't just like sad music. It was like real, like just storytelling. Like you get your high moments, you get your low moments. Each song is like a different vibe, rather than I'm sad and I'm sadder. Then I get sadder. Then I get a little bit happier, but then I get sad again. Like it just has a little bit of a balance.
It's funny though. Usually I don't like projects that people will be like, "Y'all got a song on here for everybody." I hate those because it'd be like you didn't. The project is just a collection of songs. Like you could have just, if you would have just stuck with whatever you were doing, it would have worked. But depending on what the album is, now since everything is darker, it's like this is the vibe, and if I'm not in this vibe anymore, I ain't even trying to. Right. Like why? What?
One thing I noticed, like, or how I categorized it lately, is like a lot of artists are like they make mood music. Like literally, you have to be in this mood in order to listen to it. Like you gotta be in this mindset. Even if it's like Drake, like some of his stuff be like a vibe kind of, but a lot of his stuff be kind of heartbreaky. Like it's just I gotta be in this mood. Or if I'm looking for this specific mood, I know what artist I'm coming to. Like even with like Kalani, like
I know why I'm here. Like
I know exactly why I'm
You
here.
know what
I
I'm
know what mood I'm about to get. It's like certain artists, you're not straying away from this mood too much. So I know even if there's a surprise here and there, it's not going to be like totally off. So, I think that's like the main thing that's happening now. People are making mood music.
Yeah, and Kalani's a good one because I almost forgot because I forgot that she had just released the album. I actually really liked her album.
Yeah, her album was good.
Yeah, like I liked it. But in comparison to like when we were kids, when I say stuff was an event, like I vividly remember when you talk about Wayne. I remember when No Ceilings came out, and I remember how long that moment felt. Like.
Y'all can say that without having somebody in the background say
no. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate it. I said it in my head. I remember how long of it, like, it felt like that was the entire, like, at least a month. Like, it was
more than a month.
Yeah, it was like, at the minimum, it was like, that was all that we was hearing, or whether it was like that, or like stuff, or like some of the stuff with Kanye, or like Drake, or like just some of the when those albums came out, it felt like the lifespan of it felt like we were talking about it for mad long. Like
I think the other thing is like music was consumed a lot differently back then. So it's like back then you're waiting for the bigger artists because a lot of the smaller artists you weren't really hearing from and all that stuff. Because we didn't necessarily have access to their music. It's like you're waiting for them to put their album out. Typically 2 years. Like, every 2 years. So you're waiting 2 years. So I got to listen to this CD because this is all I have from you for the next 2 years. And then finally you put something out. So it is a big event because I haven't heard from you or seen you in 2 years.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner. Or like a midnight snack. Mm-hmm. Music right now, it's like a midnight snack.
Everything is snack.
Yeah, it's like let me just
get this little hors d'oeuvre real quick.
This is finger food.
y'all said people
just to hold me over.
That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all said people because that's what I was getting. I was thinking about like people are making music. It was like, all right, this is just like in the meantime. So while we waiting for everybody else that we really care about, look, I'll listen to that. Yeah, I didn't even know I liked that. This is cool. You just.
What you put in this?
This is this is nice. Pig in a blanket. This is a pig in a blanket. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even like pig in a blanket till you brought it here. But okay, cool. Now dinner. Oh, dinner is here. Okay, cool. Like
to a certain extent, yes. Like because we have access to so much music, and even like when we hear from Chris Brown now, he's putting out like 40 songs at a time. And then he goes away. But he has enough songs because we're consuming it in bite-sized pieces now rather than as like a full-blown collection. It's like, all right, he has enough songs to last us the however many years he decides to just kind of stay off, you know? So, I mean, even when I was in school, I was learning, because like even when people listen to records, it was a totally different experience versus listening to CDs. Like, I don't know who I was talking to or what I was watching, but they was talking about how like when like TV wasn't as big, like most families didn't have TV and stuff like that. So like putting on a record, the family would sit around and listen to this record. Like that's what you would do instead of sitting in front of the TV. So even then, how you consume the music is different. It's more of an event. So transitioning into streaming and now into this day and age where everybody can pretty much have their music out there, so it's like, all right, it's kind of a free-for-all. I can dabble here, I can dabble there, and it's great because you have access to more music, but also you have access to more music.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I was like, this is the first time I ever like really thought about like when people be like, everybody make music now. Like when it had to be yesterday because I was like, people really don't think I'm nice. Like, I don't know what it is, but then it's like so many people be like, oh yeah, I rap or I sing, I make music, and then you listen and then be like, yo, this what you do?
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough. But I mean, like, but then I'll be like it's so much music out there, so much trash out there. Like and everybody sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
And then
go ahead.
Oh, you finished. I'm sorry,
go
I
ahead,
cut you
I'm
off. Okay, I was gonna say another thing with everybody being able to put out music. You have a lot of artists or people who are putting out music who don't really want to do music. So then that decreases the value or like the quality because of the amount of effort that they're putting into it. They're like, oh, this is a hobby. So everything is like, in our eyes, this will be a throwaway track for me. Like, I wouldn't release this. But for you, because this is your hobby, you don't really want to do music. You was actually trying to do, like, the amount of stories that we keep seeing in interviews of, like, popular artists is like, honestly, I don't even want to be a rapper. I just happened to, go in the studio one day and da-da-da-da, and I seen it was easy, and it just blew up, and I started making money, and it's like, this song ain't even that good.
I be listening, I be like, hey, yo, I really be putting the words together, like, it's like and y'all just
putting whatever together.
Like, y'all just accidentally dropped some paint, and now it's a Picasso. Like,
but I mean, that's the same thing with like podcasting. This, like, everybody in the world has a podcast, so it's like it's the same. Once everybody can do it, it's a lot harder for you to find people who really do it. Like, so yeah, just as a fan, it's like I don't got the mental capacity to be looking through every single what, like, I mean, and I still love looking for music, but now it's like
it's so
different.
It's like you gotta go through so much to find that, like, the good stuff. Like, I even be on Apple Music clicking, like, just to see what came up, like what came out, and I start playing it. I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. Like, and I'll be wanting to like it because, like, it's something new. But it'd be like, this not for me. Maybe I'm not in the mood to listen to it, or I just don't be feeling them type of vibes.
It's also like, because there is so much music, like, we can even compare it to looking for beats. Like, you know how long it takes us to, well, you be finding them a little bit quicker, but how long it takes sometimes to find beats. Like, you're sitting there for hours trying to find beats. It's kind of like the same thing for music, because also we don't listen to the radio. None of us really sit around and listen to the radio.
They be having the radio on when I be at work. I just be listening. I'm like, well, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. It's like, who is this?
Who is this?
Yeah,
I mean, but that's real though.
Be riding in silence. I'm like, it's just one of them days.
Me and the Lord. I just
me. But yeah, like, actually trying to find new artists. Now, when I was younger, I'm taking a bunch of risks listening to whoever. Now it's like, the risk is like, all right, so, somebody sent me like, yo, I like this person. Check it out. So, okay, cool. So yeah, I don't have to take as much of a risk now because I was like, oh, the homie just told me to listen to blah blah blah. So, all right, I'll check it out. Cool. Now it's like I got a source. It's like, all right, cool. Yeah, it's like, all right, he would, at the very least, he respectable. She know what she's talking about. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it, and if she don't like it, it's trash. She's like, all right, cool. Well, it's like I didn't waste my time. I just hit play. I didn't have to go hours listening to every single one of the people. So
we gotta touch the people. I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Do music.
That's how you gonna approach them?
What's up? Like, can you imagine somebody yelling in your head? Like, why you yelling?
Come here. Do music. Got what you need.
They're gonna be like, okay. Like,
would you respond to somebody that said that?
Like, a word?
Imagine if you was back home.
Let me hear something.
You sound so old saying you say a word.
Let me hear something.
Let me hear something right now. Play it for me.
Gotta touch the people. That's my goal. Like, once I drop, go out there and touch the people. I'm gonna be respectful, but still yeah, if you don't like the first song, you're gonna like the second one. But I doubt you don't like the first song, because that's my song right there, you heard? And then I got this speaker right here. You hook it up. You got headphones. Oh, say let's let the world hear it. Plug the speaker up. Put it at a nice volume where it's loud, but it's not too loud.
Why don't
so
you
can
just get a speaker that got batteries?
I'm getting a cordless, like a little Bluetooth.
Oh, you said plug the speaker up, so I thought you was plugging it into an
In
outlet.
case they wanted to listen and, have it be an intimate moment,
Oh,
you know
okay.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Got
this is fire. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm here. Great imagery. I'm here now.
Yeah, headphones or you don't. Just put it at a nice volume so you could. I'm gonna set the mood. You got a hoodie on. Perfect music. Oh, I got this candle right here. Bam. Set the mood. Got the candle. Got the hoodie.
So I got it right here. Matter of
Got
fact,
everything you need.
I know it's a little
Start
windy
a-
out there.
this lavender scent right here gonna get you there. Like, oh man.
Just gotta have fun with it.
Creating an experience.
Yeah.
But that's another
But that's
thing.
it.
Creating an experience.
Mhm.
Like the experience of discovering the music, and that'll be like a memorable moment, especially. Well, they'll like it, so it'll be a memorable moment.
Especially if they don't like it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say especially if they do, but
Like, especially if they don't like it, they'll never forget the experience.
So you want me candles?
Saying like, what the hell? Hey yo, that's different.
that's not what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's like, hey yo, this nigga was out here rapping. He brought me some candles. Like I don't even know what he was saying, but I like the candle smell. So I was like, let me get that candle off you.
You know where that lavender scent
He
came
was
from.
like,
Y'all-
that's funny, but just making experiences. I think the Drake Kanye thing was the closest thing to like an experience because it was like when 50 and Kanye went back and forth, and I remember that on 106, and it was like, oh, who gonna sell more records?
Dang.
Blah blah blah, and it was like,
You're showing your age.
yeah,
Right.
it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
That was a big moment, though. That was a big one.
The 106 days.
Yeah. I miss 106 in part.
The big Rhapsody back.
I heard. But I just feel
Tigger
like.
still got it too.
Oh, he do? Cause
He never lost. He was freestyling off the top all them
I
years.
know everybody else was
Yeah.
right.
Yo, Tig off the top. I'm like, oh, snap. He actually, and everybody come on with their ratings. And then,
I would have came home with my written. You're not about to make a fool out of me.
You don't even do this for real.
Exactly.
It's my livelihood.
Yeah, I don't do this at all. I would have had y'all write me something. I would have came on there. They were like, oh, you got bars for real. Yes, I do. Follow me.
oh, man.
Yeah. So, is there anything that y'all want to change about the music of today? Oh, I sound old.
This whole conversation has sounded really old. We sound like real.
Dated.
It's like, hey, back in my day, music used to sound real good. And I don't know what's happening now. Like, but there's a lot of music I like today. It's not that I don't like it. It's just a lot of it doesn't stick. Like I don't listen to it for
The amount of music that's out, it's only like a small percentage that I actually be listening to.
And I never noticed how little, like when I find stuff, I'm listening to it a lot. So like I never realized how little I actually find until somebody else get in the car. But yeah, what you been like? Oh, what you playing? I'm like, dang, I ain't got.
Yeah, people be like,
I be looking at my new stuff. I be like, dang, download that new for 4 months. Oh my god.
They be like, who you listen to? And I just draw a blank. People be asking me this all the time. I draw a blank. I be like,
Me.
I don't know.
Yeah. I be listening to instrumentals.
God.
I really don't know what I be listening to.
I found this one girl on TikTok. She does like classical R&B music. Like she combined the two, and she put out this EP. I actually got that. It was really good. Like I will write to some of those instrumentals. I might actually write to some of those instrumentals just so to play around with and stuff. Might have to contact her about that. But she was really dope. I can't remember what her name is, and my phone's on charger. But I thought that was dope. That was something that was really different, and just the fact that I found it on TikTok, it was like, oh, like I ain't never heard nothing like this. I was like, oh, this you? Like I was talking to her, oh, this you? Oh, okay, let me just click on that. Found it. So, I mean, that was something different that I enjoyed. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I be searching too. But
Changing the music. I don't know what I would change. I just know it's gonna be a change.
I mean, it has to be.
I just be wanting to see, I just be wanting to be taken on a journey, take me somewhere. Like, take me somewhere.
Some Walker took
Took you
people
somewhere
on
you
the-
didn't like where you was.
Yeah,
where
you
she was
ain't
taking
like where
you,
you was
but
going.
she took you somewhere. Your words. Take me somewhere.
Yeah, take me somewhere. I like something.
Take me
There. I wasn't in the mood to listen. Like,
It's a classic. I was like,
Sorry.
that's right.
Y'all know these songs keep popping in my head.
Show me age.
people paint pictures with the words.
Yeah.
And they gotta be constructed a certain way, but not. It just need to be like some differences, like when certain people come on, you know that it's that certain person.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to sound like them,
Yeah.
like themselves. Like,
Yeah, I think we had a lot of that. Like when
we
depending,
were- yeah.
even when we were younger, even up in I think even through high school, I think like because if you think about like, I vividly remember where I was at the first time I heard Meek's Dreams and Nightmares. Like I remember I was like, oh, this feels different. Like this don't sound nothing like Wale. This don't sound nothing like Cole. This don't sound nothing like Drake. Like it felt so everybody was so unique, and it's like I feel like a lot of the people, those people, it almost feels like they're getting bored. They're getting bored just as bored as we are. Like it's like they're not doing anything that makes me. Granted, I haven't listened to Wale's new drum, but I feel like a lot of them, it's like they're not having as much fun as they were when they were like, because I was like, oh snap, this is like they were really pushing to make something new.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't feel like they're pushing, they're waiting to see what like.
Because I feel like originally rap wasn't in the vein of rap, because singers, they be singing for forever. Okay, as long as they want to.
Shelf life of singers.
Exactly, it'd be hundreds of years. But for rappers, a lot of rappers after a certain point, like basketball players, like after a certain age, the next generation comes in, and then they kind of start trickling away, retiring, acting, whatever, and they haven't done that. I mean, these rappers aren't that old.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
rap in general
is not that old.
It's like
but,
50 years old.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the shelf life has increased, and like I don't know if anybody was ready for that.
I can see that. I can see that.
Because in the sense of like you looking at the people that you're looking up to, like they're like, oh yeah, I retired at whatever age, or I just transitioned into doing this other stuff, and they're like, well, you was around my age when you started doing that. I don't really want to do that. I want to keep rapping, and I can keep rapping. Like I can keep being at the top of the charts. So, what do I feel like doing right now? Cause like I was hoping I would have some new competition, and I don't really got no new competition right now.
I don't know. It's not even. I don't know. I don't see competition like competition.
I mean, like friendly competition, like some type of like
somebody
get me
to
excited again.
inspire
Yeah, inspire me.
I be seeing people be getting me inspired. I be seeing people that get me inspired, but it's like they not even like the stuff that get me inspired. They be like me. We just be trying to make it. They out here grinding. But I be like, that's what I like. And I be finding beats, like just like little clips. And I'm like, that's fire. And they be like, who should I like they be like, who y'all hear on this? And I'm like, I hear myself. So I got you. I'll bless this for you real quick. Go ahead and get it done.
Yeah.
They don't even be liking it.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter, because if you like it, somebody else gonna like it.
I'm going crazy. And they just be like, that's cool, but it's cool. Yeah, at this point I don't even be worried about who like it or not. Like I don't be looking at like who be watching my story no more. I just started thinking about this yesterday. I haven't looked at how many people watch my story until today. It's going up. It's going up.
Good.
But
yeah, don't worry about that stuff, because I mean, it's what we're doing is God ordained. It's what's everything's already done. We're flourishing. Things are happening. So people gonna see it when they gonna see it, but they gonna see it when we up. And they gonna try and ride the wave and I was following this person, like, and we gonna be like, hello. But yeah, so different question. What do you want? What about your music do you feel is different than the popular or a lot of the music that we have access to today? Not even just the popular, just the music that we have access to today. Who wants to go first?
That's a great question. That's it. Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, what's different? I mean, granted, it's me, right? Because I'm not that. Like, I know, and I'm not. What I like about music and what I try to put in music is the element of surprise, and I like being surprised when I hear music, right? Just because we've listened to so much music, I know exactly. It's like when you watching battle rap and you see somebody, they finishing the other person's words before they. That's what happens a lot of times with some of the music. It's like, I already know you about to be like, I'm so official, like a ref, and okay, cool. So I get it. We're here, right? But it's the predictability stuff, and I just personally don't like it. And that's the one thing I try to add in. Yeah, it's just because it's like that was the most fun thing about it when it was like when I put on a Gambino CD and it's like, oh snap. I have no clue what this next song is gonna sound like. I have no clue how this artist is about to approach it, and it's just and that was what kept me inspired when I'm listening to it. I'm oh snap, this is fire! Like I didn't even know he can do. I wish I would have thought of that. They was just on a whole different wavelength. Like I wish I would have thought of that. So I think that's the main thing for me at least.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, number one, I wear glasses, and I make music like I wear glasses.
Like bookworm kind of music, or like
not bookworm, but it's like I'm rapping and I gotta put like you know when I push the glasses up.
Hold up. Beast mode activated.
But I approach music differently than other people, than a lot of people, and I look at myself, like my voice and everything, and even the words, like it's another instrument. So I don't know. I might be like an extra little drum on there or something. I don't know what instrument it is, but I look at myself as another instrument, and I be trying to make sure that it goes with the beat. So, and I'm gonna make sure that you hear every word that I say, and every word is there for a reason. Like, if it's an actual song, every word is there for a reason, and you're gonna hear every word. And it's like poetry. Somebody told me like I sound like it's like poetry, and I love that. That's an amazing description. It's like poetry, and they like just beautifully crafted, and not just put the stamp at the bottom like breathe.
Great imagery.
Brace. But it's fun, and I be trying to have fun with everything. Like, I just want to have fun, even if I'm sad. I just want to be that light in the darkness.
Oh my gosh.
Great imagery.
Me?
Thought she was gonna slide by that.
Oh, it was. Had another statement. So for me, it's kind of similar to what y'all were saying. Like, I feel like, so not necessarily, so kind of the element of surprise, but not completely. So combining your answers. I can do that.
You know they say good artists create, great artists steal. Was you stealing? It's all right.
I wasn't stealing. So over the years of singing, and once I started learning to record, I realized how much of an instrument, even once I started doing voice acting, I realized how much of an instrument or how expansive my instrument is as a vocalist. And so for me, what I try to do differently, or what I feel is different in what my music is becoming and what it is just like, first of all, I don't feel like I sound like anybody else.
Likewise.
I feel like my voice in itself is just unique. Even just the simple fact that people say I sound nothing like my talking voice, which I be shocked about.
You don't. Fire.
I really feel like I sound similar, but I don't at all.
You're not like as drastic as like a Ari Lennox. Her talking voice and her singing voice is.
But they're still kind of, they're
like,
the same though.
It's not.
They're the same because she has the same. But the tone.
It's not.
Her tone
she be
is still
sounding
the
like
same.
Riley.
But her tone is still the same.
Like her talking voice is not there, but it's okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so yeah, I don't feel like I sound like anybody else. I also try to. Right now, I'm having fun with playing around with my voice and like seeing what it can do, combining my background in like classical and jazz and gospel and R&B and like just. I know I'm versatile, right?
Yeah. Cultured.
Don't ask me to read anything. So, just trying to incorporate all of those things to just create something that's new, that feels new, that sounds new, that and is like fun to sing. So like still having the element of surprise, but stretching my instrument and figuring out how far it can actually go. Right. I feel like that's all incorporated in my music, and I also don't sound like anybody else.
Fire. Yeah.
So
it's fire.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, before we got to me, because I was supposed to say this before I asked the question. I didn't remember until after y'all started answering. I realized that a lot of artists, a lot of artists, because there's a lot of music, so we can say a lot of artists are currently, I guess, obsessed, or I don't want to say obsessed. There are a lot of artists who are okay with being the next whoever.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Rather than being themselves, right? To be being the first themselves. And I wonder if that's why we have a lot more of the same sounding music. Because they're like, oh, I'm the next. It's so many people who have said they're the next Tupac.
But, I mean, labels be looking for that type of stuff, too.
Well, I know, but, like, even if the label sees you as that, you should still see yourself as the first one of you. Like, the label can look at you, or even your fans can look at you like, oh, that's the next, like, they did this to Chris Brown. That's the next Michael Jackson, right? But Chris Brown didn't never say, I'm the next Michael Jackson.
I mean, he might have said it in his own.
I mean, maybe
his own company.
but like, yeah, but like, I mean, like outwardly, like in every song, like, oh, I'm the next Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He ain't go around like, hee, like, forever, ever, hee, like none of that happened.
That would have been terrible.
So I'm just saying, I feel like it's a lot of artists who are like just constantly like, oh, I'm the next this, I'm the next that, rather than being like really working on who they are as an artist and like trying to closely follow whatever blueprint they feel like that artist laid out for them, which is fine. Like, you know, you want to, but also like you want to be your own artist. And I feel like a lot of artists are fine with being the copy or the second of, you know, Beyonce number 2, or like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate, and I feel like most people don't.
I don't know that they outwardly say it, but I feel like that's the energy that they give.
Because I think in essence, it's like you want to be like your favorite artist, but you don't really want to be your favorite artist. Like, it's like you want to be able to do some of the things that your favorite artists do, but you don't want to be them. In most cases, you shouldn't, at least. But I mean, I think you're right. I think a lot of artists do, like, they do want to be the next, and it's not even to go as far as like Beyonce and Jay-Z or whoever, right? I think it's even like their peers. Like, I want to be the next Lil Baby. I want to be the next blah. And it's like we're right here. They're right here. They haven't even they haven't even cracked like 10 years for a lot of people. It's like there's still it's
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I guess that to some degree that probably does have an effect on why we're getting a lot of the same music. But I also think it's people are afraid to take the risk of doing
something different.
Yeah, because like the biggest risk I think you probably take is like, all right, I go out there completely as me, and if nobody likes this, that means nobody like. Most people say like nobody like me, right? That's what people say. It's like, dang, I went there as myself and they ain't like me, right? But that's just you got to be able to take that because in the middle of that, you can find something that's like
unique.
Yeah, that's uniquely you. So it's like you won't sound like nobody else sounds like how Mystical sounded. Nobody else sounds like how like. I mean, I guess people sound.
There was a lot of raspy voices happening at the
right.
same time.
There was, but like you can tell, you know,
you knew exactly
if
who
Mystical
was who.
start rapping, Mystical sounds a lot different than DMX.
Yeah, and Ja Rule.
And
never got them
but
confused.
you never they would come on and you'd be like, it's like all right, cool, yeah, all right, like you would never.
Me against the wall. Sorry.
Yeah, or like Ludacris having his voice, yeah, or like Jadakiss.
I'm sorry, I can't help it right now.
But yeah, like you just.
I was waiting for it.
I couldn't let it pass by. Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
But yeah, they don't want to. They when you go in as yourself, the only thing that happens is either people gonna love it or they're not gonna like it. And if they don't like it, somebody gonna like it. I mean, somebody gonna like your trash music, even if most people don't. So. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I feel that on a spiritual level. Do you got? What was you?
Well, I was gonna say, but in rap, I think it's a lot harder right now. In R&B, I feel like R&B is like doing a great job of like separating themselves because everybody sound. Even though some people be saying everybody sound like SZA, but people don't sound like SZA.
People do not sound like SZA.
But
I don't know where they got that from.
I never heard of it.
But like whether it's SZA, like all right, SZA sounds super different from Summer Walker, who sounds super different from her, who sounds different from Kalani, who sounds different from Ari Lennox, who sounds like dude sounds different from Chloe. But like it's just so many people who they sound like, and they're doing a great job
together though.
Yeah, they do make great music together.
And I mean, and it's not even just the women. Like I know Lucky Day sounds different than any other R&B.
Lucky Day sounds like Mario to me. Like when he first starts singing, I'll be so excited because I think it's Mario. I'm like, he just put something out, and then I'll be like, it's Lucky Day. He did. And I'll be like, it's Lucky Day. I'm still happy, but I definitely thought this was Mario.
He don't sound like Mario to me.
The first note is always like the first like 2 or 3 notes for me, and then I'll be like, this is not Mario.
But that's how I be feeling whenever I hear Brent Fires. I be like, he sound like Donnell Jones on this.
He do sound like Donnell Jones sometimes.
Like I know that ain't Donnell singing this. After the world, I'm a walking erection. He ain't never said nothing like this. But yeah, it's just
He turned Donnell Jones out. Oh man.
And that song was super
Dark.
Where I Want to Be. Hilarious. I mean, that's probably in the same vein, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
he was like, I love you, but I want to see what other people doing. That's really what all that song was. I love you. We've been together for all these years, but
I just want to make sure I really love you.
Know what I'm saying?
That's like when dudes be like, I want to go sow my wild oats. I don't know if they still say that, but that's how I heard. That's what I used to see in the movies growing up.
Alright, y'all, wrap it up.
Don't do me like this, y'all. Don't do me like this.
Hilarious. But yeah, we do have a lot of people. It's that, and it's a lot of people like doing the remakes of everything. Like
I'm tired of the remakes.
Yeah, just leave it in the past, man. I understand the 90s was a great time. I was like 5, but
some people are doing them really well, like sampling it really well, but some people are just like trying to just redo the song, and I'm like, but this started like a few years ago, like even when we was in college. I remember, was that when we was in college? Jacquees did Avant song. I was hot. I was so upset. because I just hated it. I loved that Avant song, and I can't remember what song it was, but I was like, why did you do this to this masterpiece?
But it's not even just music though. I think
even the movies and all that
stuff. Yeah, I was about to say every movie is a remake or something. It's like, bro, y'all don't got no new ideas.
They're doing the Fresh Prince reboot.
They are. Wow. They are. They're doing the live action Buzz Lightyear. That does look kind of fire though. Not live action, but like
the backstory about Buzz Lightyear. That does look fire. But
it's like they don't got no new ideas. None. Like we've been like I know they say nothing new under the sun, but like y'all ain't gotta.
Can't even take it back to the 20s and remake something that's older than us, so we could. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the era that we're in, and it might be because we're consuming content so quickly that people aren't taking the time to sit down and really create and see what's in their brains. They're like, you know what wouldn't be a quick thing that was a success before, that could be a success now, is if we just redo this with some more popular people. And
yeah, my boy has said, he was like, yo, especially with movies, he was like, of course I'm going to do a remake, because it was like, you know how much it costs to make a movie? He was like, it's going to cost me $10 million, and then the movie flopped, and now I'm out $10 million. I'm like, I hear you. I get it.
But it would be nice to see something that's like completely new. I mean, there's still a lot of new stuff that's coming out. But just like with music, we have access to a lot of movies and TV shows now because of streaming. So,
right.
Even with that, we gotta like dig through. It'd be hard to find black stuff.
Dude, like actual black stuff, not just black people written by a white person.
Right, like actual black stuff. It'd be
I'd be hard. Like, don't nobody I know talk like that.
Exactly. Like this is not a real situation. Like this don't feel right. This don't feel like this would even be something that I would want to be a part of. So.
Yeah, and we had so many like. Even if it wasn't just the shows, like even down to the themes, like all that, like all that theme song.
Arthur theme song was crazy. I just heard it this morning.
What was Arthur's theme song?
Every day when you walking down the street, everybody that you meet is an original point of view.
No, that song was like.
I forgot about that.
Hey,
what a wonderful guy today.
That was a good song.
But everything, it was almost like stuff was more easily like stuff was more black then without people trying. It was like
it was just
like stuff wasn't. Oh yeah, we're gonna get him for the soundtrack. Let's get them for the
right.
Like, and that's what the sound like. Even the Rugrats, they take me there. You wanna go there? Like.
Fire.
There's like one black character in the Rugrats, but for some reason that song is
Nickelodeon had all the black artists doing all of the theme songs, like Kenan and Kel. I don't even remember the words. I just know it was Coolio.
That's so Raven.
Yeah, that's so Raven. Raven did it, so that was easy.
Easy money right there.
All right, but the only thing that I feel like, only theme song that wasn't like really, I mean, there was some that wasn't like black, but like Franklin, y'all remember?
Hey,
it's
Franklin.
That was my song. Come on and play. Hey, that was my song. I used to love that song. But like, yeah. I don't know. Everything was more easily accessible to a certain extent. Well, it's more easily I can't talk.
You're skipping on some Caesar.
It's more accessible now, right? But certain things like blackness, it was more. I can't even say it was more visible because there was still a lot of areas that we didn't see blackness in.
I don't know. I feel like you would more typically see blackness
in television.
Yeah, what?
We had our own things.
Yeah.
I think we had our own things back then, and I feel like now, rather than us having all of our own things, they're trying to incorporate it into white people's stuff, and it just doesn't. Right. It's not our own.
Make it be acceptable.
Yeah, right. And it's like, dang.
I will not conform. I'm a one-man army. I'm strapped in. I got the tool with me.
Do.
Glad you didn't leave me hanging.
Of course not. Of course not. I had to stop laughing first. But yeah, I think that's what it is. None of the shows are like our shows. Like it doesn't feel like.
Well, we got two.
Which one?
Atlanta and Insecure. That's about it.
Insecure is ending.
Fire,
And Atlanta, I think they're working on their third season now.
Well, they just put out the trailer for the third. I think they recorded the third and the fourth, I think. I'm excited for those.
It took a pandemic for Atlanta to come back, and I'm glad that it's coming back. But other than that...
Yeah. I haven't seen any, like, recently, any black shows with, like, regular black people doing, like, regular black people stuff. Like, it always got to be something. And I'm tired of having in every single black show, they got to have something with police brutality in it. It'd be so annoying.
It'd be kind of traumatizing sometimes.
Like every show y'all got to talk about it? Like,
that was the thing, too. Like, a lot of the shows, now it's like, I know exactly what points y'all are going to touch on. Like, it's good that you're touching on these points because you want to bring about awareness. But it'd be like, I knew this was coming. Like,
see what I said earlier, the light and the darkness. I'm bringing back that old feeling. Now I'm back to music. I'm bringing back the old feeling where you just like, I like that. It's something to, yeah. I don't need no effect. I sound like this. This is how I talk. This how I rap how I talk how I rap. Like, it's just beautiful. If I feel like singing, I'm going to sing.
I was about to do that.
Sing, like, get different. Like, and it's just me. Like, I'm gonna just have fun. I'm gonna have a good time. It's a vibe. Yeah. It's just, you gotta vibe with me. You gotta take the glasses off so you know what's real. You gotta vibe with me, people. You heard? I learned how to smize. I really didn't learn how to do it, but I was trying. It wasn't working, but it's fire. Like, if you do it right, especially if you got the mask on and you smize correctly, it's fire. I was like, ooh, you gotta teach me that.
Who was showing you that?
This girl I work with.
That's funny. I was thinking that same thing. I had looked because I was looking in. I was in the break room and I was looking in. We don't have a mirror, but we got a microwave. So I was looking in the microwave. So I'm looking in the microwave because I got my mask on, and I laughed and I looked up. I was like, oh, you can actually see I'm laughing. I was like, I wonder if I can do that without actually smiling. And I did it. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I can fake smile and people would be thinking I'm actually smiling. Let me try this on the customer real quick.
Did it?
I didn't do it. I forgot. But I realized that I could do it, and that was the beauty of it. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Y'all funny.
Smiles.
Well, try it on a customer and let us know.
I got you. I'm going to just see, I'll just keep on smiling. I know you're smiling under that mask. I'm going to be like, I can't even do it right now. It's like, absolutely. But
you was about to say something.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that's why I like the Carmichael show. Because
I love the Carmichael show.
They would be talking about, like, when I say anything, like, their topics...
We're all over the place. But it was great. Because it wasn't in the same... Like, the fact that I've been watching shows, like, the black shows, and, like, I know exactly how you're about to explain this and how this brutality happened or whatever. It's like, in that show, you never knew what they was going to say. So, like, you don't know. It gave you the angle of, I guess, different perspectives of black people. All in one family, but still different perspectives. And it was like different events, different, like, I don't know. It's just hard to explain, but it was really well crafted to where it had that element of surprise every episode. It was just like an inherently black show. It was like it gave you those perspectives. It wasn't so much triggering. It had like the comic relief, but it was like stuff like you'd be like, I never thought about it like that. It just made you think about certain things. And that was a really good show. I'm upset that it was canceled. Well, that he canceled it himself. But,
be like that.
I don't know. I miss the era of black TV. I guess that's what I'm saying. Black television.
Yeah. But I don't need no more nostalgia. Like I'm cool. Like I miss that, but I don't want no more nostalgia.
I want new stuff, but I feel like there's new stuff on like Showtime and like HBO and stuff like that because I be seeing the ads. I just don't have those channels.
I'm not paying for no cable. So, I got Wi-Fi.
Right, we got the Wi-Fi, so we don't really got those right now. But I know that they're out there. They're just not as accessible. They're not on regular cable channels like back in the day. Dang, I'm old. Like back when we could see Jamie Foxx show and then change the channel and then watch Martin and then change the channel and watch in living color when they was playing reruns because we wasn't
living single. Well, I guess that wasn't in the same time frame. It was
reruns still,
okay,
but it was still there.
You know what I'm saying?
Then we had Moesha, Sister, That's So Raven, Smart Guy.
It was a lot of black TV.
Yeah,
like as you're looking at,
like,
you're naming
I'm just thinking like
it was a lot of
girlfriends, all of us, Wayne's brothers.
Cousin Skeeter. Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
That was I started watching that. I don't remember what it's on, but I was watching that.
Run's House, that's my
Run's
boy.
House,
I used to watch that I used to watch that. Like he's just so funny, and I just be like, yo, this man is hilarious.
Yeah, they had
that. Was in that tub every night.
Yes.
God is love.
I always used to wonder if he would drop his BlackBerry in the tub sometimes. But maybe,
Probably did. He was rich. He was like, dang it. Not another one. I was like, all right, sorry, I'll get the new one.
But yeah, it was a lot of black TV. A lot of good quality. I'm sorry. A lot of great black TV.
Even the game up until like the third season was,
Yeah, the game, when it first came out.
They're bringing it back, actually. I don't know if y'all know.
I did see that.
They're bringing it back, but it's like it's more based on. It's not even like.
It's not the same at all.
Like they don't got nobody laughing in the background. You know how sitcoms
it's not
be having
a sitcom.
Applause. They don't got none of that applause. Nothing. It's just like serious. Like the same thing with doing with the Fresh Prince. It's like serious.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince is gonna be a more serious thing now. So yeah, it's I don't know how I feel about that because I like the original game, and I'm like, y'all not even bringing back Melanie.
We don't know. We don't know if they're not bringing back Melanie.
I don't think
we only saw Tasha Mack.
And we saw Derwin.
We did see Derwin.
And we saw
Malik.
Yeah, Malik.
We ain't see TT.
We ain't see TT. Where's TT at? TT was there. He was funny.
You know what I'm saying? But that was back when waiting on my time.
So
the sunrise in the east
and sets
in the west.
Stand up for your rights.
Stand up for your lefts.
Wow.
Ah, man. Funny shows, man.
Yeah, that was a good show.
But yeah.
We had some good times.
Don't forget about the
good times. Oh my God. We was definitely not alive when that show was airing.
But I just had to
like, good time. Yo, they used to play that every day on TV One. Like,
I was tired of it.
After a while, it took me a couple years. I watched it.
He was, I gotta watch this.
I was like,
can't turn it on.
What happened to Penny? I need to know what happened to Penny. So like, but then after a while, I was like, dang, y'all playing this again? It became like Baby Boy on BET.
They played that movie. Oh my God, they played that movie on BET so many times, like.
And they was leaving out the good part.
Yeah. And on BET, of course, they used to make me crack up because anytime they would curse, it was like, "Man, suck my toe." Like, what? What did you say?
A completely different voice.
Like, Joe, like, what is that? Why are y'all doing this? Like, why they played Baby Boy like that was the best movie of all time? Like, it was just we got to keep the lights on. Hit that Baby Boy. We had no clue what's coming on. Baby Boy. Like, why we?
But why did they never find a voice that matched? It was always like, suck my toe. Like,
what? Like, hey, Jody, I ain't Fooling with you?
Right.
Why?
And it would be delayed.
Yeah, like what is this? Like what? Why?
Be like, mother lover. What?
Terrible, man. Terrible. I don't know why. BT was doing some wild stuff, man, with them edits. Like
It was hilarious.
yeah.
But it was so bad because they played it so much that one time, like later when I watched
I was like, I
Baby
didn't know
Boy,
this was in the movie.
yeah, I was like, I ain't seen this in a minute. Let me watch this. I was like, oh, when they add this to the extended version, like they be chopping out a lot. A lot. Even All About the Benjamins, they had started playing that too much.
Yeah.
Them edits though, them voiceovers, hilarious. Those were the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's back when BET was a little bit better than what it is now.
I don't even watch
I don't know what's
BET.
on BET right now.
I don't even watch
TV is like the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I only watch TV if I'm at somebody's house that watch TV, and it's just on. And I'm not even watching the TV. I only listen to the radio when somebody turned the radio on.
So I forgot there was a radio music where they just play music all day.
Right.
That's crazy. And the ads and
ads. Them ads. Good times. Anytime you need a
I knew
pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can wrap it up at that point.
Y'all got any final words?
nah. Don't forget about the good. Nah. That's all I got.
Time. Y'all remember that part? All right, well, thank you. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Grae Area podcast. I am Shakoya D.
B and Bree.
It's your boy Damani.
And check us out next time.
Yeah.
Bye.